Hi and welcome. Now, do you know what I hate more than fish? And you'll know exactly how much I hate fish if you're ever round at my house at tea time. Well, it's them generic file names that come across from your camera. Underscore XXX4532. They make no sense. What's it all about? Well, we can get rid of all that file name malarkey by making a file naming template. And we're going to show you how to do that right now. My name's Ken Fisher and this is LiveLink Training. Now, many of my students have asked the question, well, can we rename our photos easily? Well, the answer is yes, you can. Now, there's no right or wrong way to rename your files. It's whatever system works best for you. So, okay, let's rename a photo. From the library module, we can go up to the library menu and we can pick Rename Photos. Or there's a really handy shortcut, which is the F2 key. Now, if I click on this, it opens up the Rename dialog. Now, a particular favourite of mine is this custom name sequence. And then I'll go and type in some custom text. So I'll just say quickly, I'll call this the Mr. Smith, who was the customer. And I'll have a sequence number starting at 1. And I'll click OK. And you can see now that this image that we had selected, it's now the file name has been changed to Smith-1, which is what I wanted to do. Now you may want to rename more than one file. That's not a problem. What I'm going to do, I'll select all the images in this folder by pressing Ctrl and A. And again, do exactly the same thing. I'm going to press the F2 key. I'm going to click Custom Name Sequence, leave it at Smith, leave it at Start Number 1, and click OK. And now all the images have been quickly renamed to Smith and a sequence number. Now you can customize these templates. So let's have a look at that. I'm going to go up to Library, Rename Photos. I'll just leave it at this. It doesn't matter which one you choose, but this time I'm going to select Edit. And this brings up the File Name Template Editor. And you can see here, this is actually how the file name is created. It's got between these little curly brackets, we've got custom text, and then we've got a separator, and then we've got a sequence number. So I don't want that, so I'm going to clear that out and delete that so it's gone. And now I want to create one of my own. So let's imagine that I want a file name that is, let's say, the 3 letters of my company name and the year and a sequence number. Okay, let's have a go at that then. So first thing I'm going to type is KFP, so Ken Fisher Photography. And I don't like everything mushing together in a file name, so I like a bit of separation. Now, my separator of choice is the underscore. And you get to the underscore by holding the Shift key down and pressing the minus key. And now I'd like the date. Well, I don't want to keep having to type the date in when I rename things. What I'd like Lightroom to do is to go into the metadata and fetch the date out of the image. And we can do that with the sequence and date section. Down here it says date. If I drop down this little box, you'll see there's lots of different options for date, but I just want a 4-digit year. So I'm going to go and click Insert. And now you can see it's inserted that. So now I've got KFP underscore 2009. Again, I want a separator, so I'm going to do Shift and minus to get myself an underscore. And this time I'd like to add a sequence number. So back to the sequence and date section. I'll just drop that down to show you you've got loads to choose from. But today I'm just going to keep it simple and go to a sequence number starting at 01. And I want to insert that. So you can see now the date up the top, I've got KFP underscore 2009 underscore 01. And you can see now it says custom name sequence edited, because I've actually edited it. So I can now save this out as a custom preset that I can use over and again. So I'm going to click there and go down and save current settings as a new preset. click on that, and I'll call this, let's say, KFP, and click create. And now that is set up now as a preset. So if I look in my preset list, there it is now, and I can use that throughout the whole of Lightroom. Okay, let's take it a little bit further. There will be times, say, when I want to take an image into Photoshop, and I like to call these my masters, the ones that I will edit in Photoshop and then bring back into Lightroom. And I would like a system when I can identify that but still have the core information of the file name. So let's have a look at creating a preset for that. I'm going to click in here, delete all that lot, and then I'll start off with the file name. And again, we've got lots of different options, but I'm just going to stick to the file name and click insert for my core information. And again, shift and minus for an underscore. But this time I just want to put on a two-letter identifier at the end. So I'm going to say PS. That will tell me that that file name has been into Photoshop. And I'll save that out now as a different one. I'll do save current settings as a new preset. But this time I'll call it KFP master and click create. And now you can see they are both, I've got my KFP and I've got my KFP master that are now saved. And I can click done, and then I'll click OK. Now I've created this preset for my master edited, what I can do is I can use it. So let's have a look at that in preferences. We'll set that up in preferences. So I'm going to go to edit in preferences, or if you're on a Mac it'll be Lightroom and preferences. And then in my external editing tab, which you can see here, if I just pull that up, right down at the bottom it says edit externally file naming. Well, now I've got a new one that I can put in for that. So if I click on that, I can now put on my KFP master, which will add that PS designation at the end of the file name. And then I click OK. And then every time I go now and go into Photo and edit in Photoshop, when the file comes back it will have that PS automatically appended at the end of the file name, so I can easily identify it. Well, how cool is that? You can also use it on export. So if I go to File and Export, then in File Renaming here now, if I click that I do want to rename, then I've now got access to anything that I've created as a new preset. And here you can see I've got my KFP, or I've got my KFP master one. Now you can also rename on import. So let's have a look at that. I'll go and click my import button, and it all comes up. Now we've got 4 options at the top. Now if you're just adding, then you don't get this option to rename the files. But if you're moving, copying, or copying as DNG, you will. So I'll just click on copy. You'll see I've now got a file renaming tab. I just click this checkbox to say I do want to rename the files. And I go into my templates, and again here they are. I've got KFP and KFP master. Let's say I just want to set the KFP. I can do that. Or if I wanted a custom name and a sequence, I could just type in a custom name again. Let's say Smith, and start number, we'll start at number 1. And now when I click import, all those images that are imported will automatically be renamed exactly as I want them to be. How cool is that? Come on. Okay, we'll cancel out of that. Well, that's it for renaming our files. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up or leave me a message under the video. And if you can, please click that subscribe button, so as soon as I make a new video, you're the first to know. And it helps me to grow my Photoshop learning community, and that would be fantastic. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.